Have you ever experienced a moment so perfectly timed that it felt like the universe itself was speaking to you? That strange feeling of connectedness to everything around you. Was it mere coincidence or something far deeper? Today, we're diving into the minds of two visionaries, Carl Jung, the father of analytical psychology, and Osho, the mystic spiritual teacher, to explore the mysterious phenomenon known as synchronicity. Carl Jung coined the term synchronicity to describe meaningful coincidences that seem to have no causal connection but feel deeply significant to the individual experiencing them. Osho, on the other hand, viewed synchronicity not just as a psychological phenomenon but as a gateway to understanding the very nature of existence. While Jung approached the idea from a psychological and empirical lens, Osho wove it into his teachings on consciousness, energy, and spiritual awareness. So, what exactly is synchronicity, and how do these two giants of the mind and spirit interpret its power? Let's begin with Carl Jung. For Jung, synchronicity was more than just an interesting coincidence. He saw it as a principle that linked the inner world of the psyche with the outer world of events, an idea that bridged the gap between the material and the psychological. In his book, Synchronicity and a Causal Connecting Principle, Jung explained that these occurrences are not bound by the rules of cause and effect. Instead, they reflect a deeper level of connection between the mind and the cosmos, often appearing at pivotal moments in life, guiding us toward meaningful insights. Jung believed that these events were not random. Instead, they were expressions of the collective unconscious, a shared reservoir of human experiences and archetypes. Synchronicity, in Jung's view, reveals the hidden order behind the apparent chaos of life. He used synchronicity to explore ideas of destiny, transformation, and self-realization, believing that these meaningful coincidences were windows into the deeper workings of our psyche. For example, Jung recounted a famous case where a patient was describing a dream of a golden scarab, a symbol of transformation. As she spoke, a real-life scarab beetle appeared at his window. To Jung, this was no mere accident, but a synchronicity that mirrored the patient's inner transformation, an event connecting the dream world to the waking world. Now let's turn to Osho, a mystic who viewed synchronicity through the lens of consciousness and spiritual awareness. While Carl Jung focused on the psychological significance of these events, Osho saw them as reflections of a deeper cosmic harmony. Osho believed that synchronicity occurs when we are aligned with the flow of existence, when our inner energy matches the rhythm of the universe. In his view, synchronicity is not an occasional event, but a natural state of being for those who live in harmony with themselves and the world around them. Osho often described synchronicity as a result of awareness. He believed that when we are fully present, when our consciousness is sharp and clear, we begin to notice how life is interconnected in ways we previously could not see. For Osho, synchronicity is a sign that you are in tune with the Tao, the flow of life. It's the universe communicating with you, guiding you toward growth and enlightenment. While Jung viewed synchronicity as a reflection of the collective unconscious, Osho saw it as a manifestation of the interconnectedness of all existence. He emphasized that synchronicity isn't something that can be pursued or controlled. It arises naturally when we surrender to the present moment and live in awareness. To Osho, synchronicity is not just an event, it is a state of being. While both Jung and Osho recognized the power of synchronicity, they approached it from two distinct vantage points. For Jung, synchronicity is a psychological event, a glimpse into the workings of the unconscious mind and its connection to the world of symbols and archetypes. These coincidences offer us moments of deep personal insight, guiding us on our path to individuation. which is Jung's term for becoming our true, whole selves. Jung also sought to explain synchronicity through empirical evidence. He saw it as a principle that could be studied and observed, though it existed outside the normal framework of scientific causality. It was a mystery, yes, but one that could still be approached with rational inquiry. Osho, on the other hand, did not limit synchronicity to the psychological realm. To him, it was a spiritual phenomenon, a sign that we are connected to a universal consciousness. For Osho, synchronicity was not something to be analyzed or dissected, but something to be experienced, lived, and understood intuitively. It is a reflection of cosmic intelligence, a reminder that everything is connected. In Osho's teachings, the mind can often be an obstacle, whereas for Jung, the mind is a bridge between the inner and outer worlds. Osho encouraged his followers to go beyond the mind, to transcend thought, and to experience life directly through meditation and presence. He believed that synchronicity happens effortlessly when you are fully attuned to existence, while Jung saw it as a symbolic guidepost along the journey of psychological self-discovery. Despite their differing approaches, both Carl Jung and Osho offer profound insights into the mystery of synchronicity. Jung invites us to explore the depths of our psyche and recognize that these meaningful coincidences may reveal truths about our unconscious mind. Osho, on the other hand, encourages us to step into the flow of life itself, where synchronicity becomes a natural expression of the interconnectedness of all things. In a sense, both men were pointing toward the same truth from different perspectives, that life is not just a series of random events, but a dance of energies, symbols, and meanings that invite us to wake up to the deeper mysteries of existence. Whether you see synchronicity as a message from the unconscious, as Jung did, or as a sign that you are in harmony with the universe, as Osho taught, one thing is certain. Synchronicity calls us to pay attention, to look beyond the surface of things, and to trust that there is more to life than meets the eye. So the next time you encounter a meaningful coincidence, pause for a moment. Reflect on the wisdom of these two great thinkers. Ask yourself, what is this moment trying to teach me? What message is the universe, or my own unconscious, trying to convey? Synchronicity reminds us that we are never truly alone, that life is filled with mysterious connections waiting to be uncovered. Whether you view it through the psychological framework of Carl Jung or the spiritual lens of Osho, one thing is clear. Synchronicity is an invitation to become more aware, more present, and more open to the unfolding of life's great mysteries. So, keep your heart and mind open to the signs around you, because sometimes, in the most unexpected ways, the universe whispers just what you need to hear. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Carl Jung and Osho's perspectives on synchronicity. If you've had any experiences with synchronicity, we'd love to hear your stories in the comments below. And if you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more deep dives into the world of psychology, spirituality, and personal growth.